Welcome back to Mountain Elite Outdoors. Today is the day where I head up to elk camp. It is August 31st, and I've got 4 nights, 5 days, 4.5 days to get 2 elk down on the ground. We got a buddy of mine, he's going to head up to camp here later, and then we got me with an elk tag, and the weather is going to be ideal this weekend. It calls for rain over the nights, nice cool temperatures. There's the chance we wake up and there's snow right above us up in the higher elevation, but hopefully this is enough weather to get those elk talking and chit-chatting and moving around. After school this morning, truck's loaded down. We got bow, the pack, some totes back there. It'll be go time, so let's see what we can turn up. Oh, you guys, we made it to the trailhead. I just parked the truck. I'm gonna change up my clothes, load up my bag. We're gonna get on the trailhead. Feels good to be at elk camp. Got a little bit of smoke up in the mountains and whatnot, but hey, that's all right. Looking forward to this cold front we got coming in through this weekend. I guess you could call it that when the temperatures cool down. So wind's ripping right now down in the bottoms and not so much up here, so it's a little bit better. As I say that, the wind picks up. But yeah, we're gonna get changed up and we're gonna hit the trail and make our big loop around up to camp and try and find some elk. So my buddy's on the other side of the ridge, that way we got a plan on both sides of the hills to pack them out. But let's get changed and I'll catch back up with you guys. Just feels good to be at elk camp. August 31st. I think we got till September 3rd or 4th before we have to come out, so it's gonna be a good one. Stay tuned, you guys. Hopefully we have a lot of elk footage for you. Got all changed, face painted up, boots, bags loaded. Got the bow, the release, rangefinders. We got all the gear we need for 4 days up in the back country, so let's go see if we can make something happen. We got 2 tags, 2 elk tags, possibly 2 deer tags. So let's go see what we can do. Keep you guys updated, and when we get to camp, maybe we'll do a bag dump, see what I got in my bag. So let's go get it, guys. Just hiking in and we're finding rubs. As you can see, made it to the hammocks. I have no idea where my buddy's at, but we planned on meeting here at dark anyway, so I ain't too worried about it. Good little glassing view. I can't show you too much more, but got the camps, dumped the bag immediately, got the bow. So I think I'm gonna do a quick little gear dump for a short, and then kind of switch up my bags, and I think I'm gonna go check some cameras. If not, sit on that camera that does pretty good with elk activity. So we'll see. I'll update you guys when I get my short videoed and then go from there. So feels good to be at camp. Here we are, 4.5 days. So cross our fingers, we can find some bulls, make some plays.
Well, we're on our way up. Campsite we set up a few days ago. Second day of opener. Chasing some elk. 90 degrees right now and it's not very nice. But we're in a pretty damn good spot. Been seeing elk in here in the past couple of weeks. But Luke's on the other side, he's coming up. So we've got a truck on one side of the mountain and another truck on the other. So if we kill one, we don't have to go up and over. So hopefully it'll be a pretty good weekend. Keep you guys updated.
We made it into the timber. This is where I'm going to sit for the rest of the night. We got a few hours. Got the bow. Down here is where the trail is that they like to walk on. Got the sun on my back. The wind's good right now. It's pulling up. If it switches, I'll adjust. And yeah, all we need is a bull to come strolling through, and kind of every 45 minutes to an hour I'll do a little calling sequence. But they like to bed right down off that edge. I don't know why, it's just where they like to bed. It's kind of nasty cliffs and whatnot, but fingers crossed we can get into some elk. Sweet, they come walking by me. My furthest shot is 40 yards. It's anywhere from 13 to 40 yards, so I feel it's perfect. All we need is the elk. Right now I pulled the SD cards and the cameras and swapped them. So I'm going to go through those SD cards while I'm waiting and see what's on those SD cards. So see what's happening. My wind switched. Starts getting cooler, the wind's going to switch. Now it's gone right kind of down there, so I'm going to reposition myself, and I think I'm going to go still hunt through some of the pines where they should be bedded, and go up on the ridge and do some glassing tonight. Figure out some different things, so let's do that. Well, that was our first day on the mountain. We got me and Parker cuddled up in our Cancuns for the night, and hopefully we'll survive this rainstorm. Thanks for tuning in today, you guys. Tomorrow is day one. Hopefully we can get on some elk. Night, Parker.
It's cold.
Good morning, you guys. As you can see, the sun's wide awake. We slept in. We had our alarm set. And about 6 o'clock, the wind was just ripping, so yeah, I hit the snooze button and decided I'm not going out in that crazy wind. But now we're up. We're gonna get ready and we're gonna cruise up the ridge. And it's supposed to get cloudy this afternoon. Some thunderstorms are supposed to roll in, so hopefully the elk will be smart and take advantage of the nice weather while they can. We're gonna go see what happens. We got up this morning. It was a late start because of the wind. We just decided to sleep in, but we went up, sat on the ridge, did some glassing and sound checking, and nothing. So we're gonna go down, walk down into the bottom and go sit some water and sit there all afternoon and see what I can get. Maybe there towards the last 2 hours of light I'll start making my way back up here, because it's quite a push, but hopefully we can go have some luck down there on some water. It's kind of the plan. And then just waiting for these storms to start rolling in. But we'll catch you guys down at the water. There's always got to be something that goes wrong on a hunting trip. I'm here sitting water. There's water down right over here. Bows was ready to go, but now that ain't supposed to be like that. So gotta dip and go hit the archer shop. Hopefully I'll make it before they close, so let's get going. Alright you guys, we made it back to the truck. We are on the highway and now we got about a 40-minute drive to town, local archery shop. Hopefully they can get my strings set back where they need to be and I can shoot a few arrows. That way I'm back on the mountain tonight hunting elk, so fingers crossed they can do that. If not, I got the backup strings, worst case scenario. Just wait, get to the archery shop and see what they tell me. I know that's not what my string's looking like. It's not supposed to happen, but it's just part of the game. It's always got to be something. So, alright, we'll catch you guys at the archery shop. So, as you guys seen last, I had a misfortunate thing happen to my bow. I drew my bow back and derailed it. So, we made the 45-minute drive to town, got the string fixed and shooting good again. Now we're gonna head back up to hunt camp. Hopefully I get to hunt camp with some time that I can get an evening hunt in. If I get there in time, we're gonna head up and go sit on some water for the rest of the night. So we will catch you guys back on the mountain. Well, you guys, we just left the pavement, getting to the dirt, and we are to the first gate. Little weather update. When I left, it was 84 degrees, and I'm coming back, and it's 74 degrees. I left, it was sunny. Now it's cloudy, and they're the dark gray clouds as well. You can see back there. Windy, for sure. There's a lot of dust in the air. So, hopefully, the storm that rolls in is going to bring out some chit-chat in our elk, and we're going to start hiking up to camp. Probably get up to camp and go do some glassing if this wind dies down. So, stay tuned, you guys. Hopefully, get into the elk soon. I know it's a little bit slow and these vlogs are getting old, but it's reality of elk hunting public land. Early September can be tough. It's hot. Elk don't want to talk yet, but hopefully soon they start hitting that switch. And so as I'm cruising up the ridgeline here, I just got a pretty strong whiff of an elk. Just right inside the timber here is a popular bedding area. I've got a lot of rubs. I've had shot 2 elk in here, so we're knocking up. Got the Eastons knocked up, and we're gonna slip in there while we got the wind right. I got a pretty strong whiff of elk, so I'm pretty confident there's something near me. So let's slip in here and see what happens. so close, you guys. I'll give you a recap on what just happened. As you guys seen, my bow derailed and I had to drive 40 minutes to the local archery shop known as Archery Idaho. Thankful to Jesse, he got my bow fixed, got the strings back on line, shot my bow a little bit, still on, still deadly, still lethal. Shot it at 20, 30, 40, and 50 yards. So now I'm just walking up the ridge going back to camp, meet up with Parker and try and do an afternoon hunt. I'm 200 yards from camp is all, just down the ridge, and I've got the wind in my favor blowing right to me, and I caught a whiff of elk. So I'd knock an arrow, start kind of creeping towards the smell, and I cut fresh tracks. So kind of made a big loop around, kind of got in on top and was just starting to make my way into the timber here, and I caught a antler turn, you know. Now he wasn't a big bull, but I said my goal is a branch bull, anything with a brow tine on each side, and as a branch bull 4-point or bigger, I'm gonna let one fly. So he was spedded right there at 42 yards. I made the mistake and I tried to get a standing shot because I couldn't quite see over the brush enough to get a good shot. So as you guys seen right there, I stood up, and what happened is I stood up as that bull caught me out of the corner of his eye somehow, some way. I swear these critters have a sixth sense. But anyways, just next thing you know, he's standing in the thick. Couldn't get a shot anywhere. And then he just busted out off to my left, up and over. So all you can do is pray and hope, but just did not want to take that shot through the thick stuff and end up gut shooting him. He was standing 42 yards, but the brush pile was just under 30 yards, so when there's that big of a difference, who knows where your arrow's gonna go. But oh well, that's the first elk I seen 2023, and came full draw on one. Feels amazing. Just glad to be out here. We got cooler weather. Weather's about 68 degrees right now. Feels amazing. Hopefully some rain moves in, and don't get me wrong, I like spot and stock bulls, but I'd way rather listen to them bugling, calling them in while they're hot. So check that one off the list. We got full draw on an elk. It's just a game of inches. There's highs and lows. So thanks for tuning in, you guys. Now I'll meet you guys at camp. Unless somehow this bull turns around and he comes back, so, which could happen, who knows. So, well, as you can see, I'm still here in camp, hanging out, listening to nothing. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna end up moving areas. We're gonna go to another area that we know has elk. The difference is this area we go to, we can glass a little bit more and hopefully be able to do a little more spot and stock opportunities, because here you can't glass much, you can't see too much, and then they're just not talking here yet. So we're gonna go over there to another zone, see if the elk are talking over there, and if not, then we can do a little more spot and stock, and we know there's different water over there that we can sit. So buddy Parker, who's up on the ridge right now, he's glassing here in the next 30 minutes. If he doesn't see anything, he'll head my way, and we'll load up our camp and dip down to the trucks and move. tonight we won't hike in with camp. We'll just hike in tomorrow morning. Sleep in our trucks tonight, do a little bit of road bugling tonight when it's dark, and hopefully with a little bit of luck we can get some bulls to bugle to chase tomorrow. So that's the plan, that's the update, that's where we're at. It's not a whole lot of sign going on yet. It's early September. Elk aren't quite in the rut. That bull I got on earlier wanted nothing to do with cow calls. He just wasn't in it yet. Hopefully about mid-September they'll start to change and be a little more vocal. The elk rut's going to happen either way. It's just a matter of how vocal they get. But this weather cooled down will hopefully get them a little bit going. So that's the plan. That's where we're at. And start breaking down camp and meet up with Parker here in a bit. So we'll catch you guys down at the truck. We made it off the mountain, just left Subway. We got us real food for the night and then loaded up with fuel, and now we're heading on the mountain. Tonight we're gonna be spending the night in our truck, and then in the morning we'll hike in, maybe with camp. We'll go based off what we hear tonight. We're gonna go up on the mountain, we're gonna go drive some roads, road bugle, see if we can get anything to spark some interest and let us know that they're in there. So that's the plan. Well, good morning, you guys. It's morning of day 5 or 6. We're out here doing a lot of glassing this morning. It's rainy and it's cold. This is the weather we've been hoping for, and yet I found the cows. So got a herd of about 10 cows. They're in the brush, so I'm just waiting to see if there is a bull with them or not. But right now we got the vortex out and we're doing some glassing. It's real rainy and foggy over there, so it makes it a little difficult to see. And yeah, that's the update this morning. If I see a bull, I will let you guys know. Hopefully, maybe we can get a play on them. We'll see. Stay tuned, you guys. Update, you guys. So there's about 10 cows and 1 bull. The issue is they're on the private, so I can't do anything about it. But it is good to finally see some elk on this hunt. Now we're gonna loop around back to the public side and maybe go for a little hike into the canyon and see if we can turn anything up. A lot of deer out this morning, just no bucks worth stopping my elk hunt to go chase. But that's the update this morning, you guys. Let's roll around to the public side and load up our bag and put some boots on the ground and go see if we can turn something up or get something to play our game. We'll catch you on the other side of the mountain. Got the bow in hand, bags on, calls, binoculars, rangefinder. We're heading up the mountain. As you can see, the weather we got hopefully gets these elk moving. Spotted a bunch of cows and spikes and bulls. 1 bull, a few spikes, a couple cows. Now we're gonna head up the mountain. Well, guys, this is what it looks like from the top. It's a little bit foggy, but this entire bowl right here below me is full of aspens and pines, so we're gonna try throwing out a few calls, let the fog settle, make our way to the rest of the top, do some glassing off on the backside and in here. So let's see what we can turn up. Well, you guys, it got rained out, unfortunately. It's out there raining pretty good. I don't have the right gear, so I came back to the truck where I got a nice warm heater. Hopefully dry out a little bit, but yeah, it was just too foggy up there to where I couldn't see anything, unfortunately, but it's alright. When these storms roll over, hopefully the elk hunting will get better. That's what we're hoping for. Tonight, I think I'm gonna go road hunting, checking other areas, checking things off the box, bugling into canyons, see if I can get anything to spark up, or if we can glass something to go after. Those elk this morning were just on the private. Unfortunately, there's a few spikes and bulls. Only just couldn't do anything about it with them being on public, but that's just the name of the game. So I'm gonna head down, take a nice warm shower, and get dried up and hit the mountain this afternoon. Well, we did some road hunting tonight, and unfortunately we got rained on. Couldn't do any filming, couldn't do anything. Couldn't even see a mountainside to glass, so that's kind of how this evening went. And like always, the weekend, Labor Day weekend, is officially over. Opening weekend is gone. It went by just like that. This weekend we had set out to do a couple night overnight trip. Unfortunately, it only turned into one night due to the lack of elk, and elk talking. Just was hot, couldn't get on anything. So we moved areas in hopes to find some bulls, and it just didn't pan out that way. It was still too hot, and then when the weather came, it came, and couldn't do anything about it for about 2 days. We did hit the hills as we could when it wasn't raining. We were out doing some road hunting, glassing, just trying to locate some elk. We were able to find a couple elk, and we just could not make any good plays on them. So, or they were on private, or they were not talking. Just a handful of things not going our way in those situations. But it's still early September, and we still got time, and the elk have time to kick into the rut. Hopefully this next weekend will get better. As of right now, I got school, we got other responsibilities we got to take care of, and then these evenings, hopefully I'll be able to hit the mountains and do some elk hunting. I know tomorrow I'm planning on going out after this rain stops. The elk hunting could get really good, so I'm hoping to be out on the mountain and seeing what I can turn up and do with my time. It is a tough hunt. This zone does not produce a lot of elk, but it does have some good elk if you can get into them. We'll catch you guys later. If you like the video, go ahead and leave a like. If you like what I'm doing, feel free to subscribe. Make sure to turn on post notifications, where this fall I hope to be posting quite a bit of content, getting some content out there till I figure out a schedule I really like. Like always, I hope you guys are having a good September thus far. We'll catch you guys later.